Hey guys, this is your brother Sam. Listen, I just want to talk to you briefly about the Prevail Life and Ministry program. If you're connected with us on any of our social media platforms, then of course you've probably seen the poster we put out about a week ago about the classes that will begin the 7th of January. Just want to talk to you a little bit then about Prevail Life and Ministry so you have context why we're doing this. We have been doing Prevail Life and Ministry for maybe 3 years now, 4 years. All right. We have the privilege of ministering a lot of places. I get a lot of invitations to speak and to teach, and very often, people will come up to me and ask where I pastor. And God has not called me to pastor a church, so Naomi and I don't pastor a church. However, we have a very dynamic ministry. It's called Influence Center for Christian Leadership and Philanthropy, and this is where we do our ministry from. So from here, we train leaders in ministry and business, and we actually, in some cases, if the need exists, we will invest in the ministry that God has called you to. I mean, it's not a blank check by any means, but we can help you build a website. We can invest in starting your organization's registration, that kind of thing. This is how God has directed us to do it. We invest in you and we put you out there to go and do what God has called you to do. Now, the way we see our ministry is like a war, one of those sea vessels, the airplane carriers, all right, that the U.S. Navy and some of these large nations use. This is how we see our ministry. It's a launch pad. This is where people come on board. We are constantly moving. We're constantly shifting. We're looking for opportunities to be not. We're not waiting for the enemy to attack us just so we could survive the attack. We go out on the offensive. This is how we see our ministry. So imagine we're on this aircraft carrier. You come on board. We train you. We prep you. We shoot you out there. You go and you do your thing. And we are always here, home base. All right. You are always welcome back. We will welcome you. We will pray with you. We will strengthen you, sharpen you, and get you back out there. And you can always come back again. And this is how we see our ministry. We are very vibrant, very dynamic, very active. All right. This is not a place where you come and you sit for years and years and years, getting taught and taught over and over again, and nothing happens. That's not what we want. I have a young wife, and she has need of my time as well. So we want to train you so that we can partner and get this work done. Not so that you come and you listen 365 days a year and then nothing actually happens. All right. So this is the ministry God has called us to do. And we found that to be effective, we had to create a formalized program that we will use to give you the kind of training that you need. Now, it's called Prevail in Life and Ministry because a lot of folks, they can speak in tongues, do cartwheels in the church, but then they can't pay their bills. And that is not the picture that I see in the kingdom. We're supposed to be, we're supposed to prevail in every domain, in every area. And this is what we teach in Prevail in Life and Ministry. So we show you biblically things in the scriptures that you have, I guarantee you've not seen before. I know this because I spoke yesterday before people with 30, 40 years in ministry, high positions, and some of them would come up to me and say, brother, you know what? I never saw this before. And it's there in the scripture. So it's going to be very, very impactful. But then we don't just leave it there. We also show you, because Naomi and I were business people, right? We'll show you also how to prevail in life, in your marital life, in your financial life, because listen, you're no good as a Christian if you can't fully do what God has called you to do. What do you do when someone walks up to you and they are hungry? Praying in tongues is not going to feed them. You have to pray for them, but you also have to give them food. What do you do if someone walks up to you because they can't pay their rent? Praying for them is not sufficient in that case. You pray for them, but you also have to be able to help them, give them the resources they need to meet their needs. This is the command that Jesus gave us, that we would go out there and meet the needs of the world. This is what Prevail in Life and Ministry is about. It is not a place where you come and sit as a spectator, all right? The demand is placed on you from the beginning to be successful, to be victorious, to be triumphant. And so this is what we're doing starting January 7th. This is so that your year in 2023, we haven't done a class in maybe 9 months or more. All right, we want to get back out there and get, because I keep getting people approaching us. They want mentorship. They want just to counsel, our counsel, that kind of thing. And of course, it's one thing if you're doing for one person, but 7, 8, 9, 10 people, it becomes quite a bit of work. So it is always best that we gather in this forum, in this class, Prevail in Life and Ministry. We've broken it down so that you can do in 3 sections, 8 weeks per section. Okay, and then there is additional material, and we can go for 30 weeks if we need to. But you're good with just 8 weeks. You can do one section for 8 weeks, skip one section and do the other 8 weeks. You're better off obviously doing all 3 of the sections. All right, you get the full benefit of the program. And of course, Naomi and I are always here, and our team at Influence Center to support you and to help you along. All right. We would normally charge $800 for all of this work, $880 something. But listen, the Lord has spoken to us, and we're saying we are not going to charge you a penny for all of this. It is absolutely free. Anywhere in the world you are, you can join us online, you can join us in class, but you have to buy the books, okay? You have to buy the materials. If you already have one of my books, then you don't need to buy the book for that particular segment, okay? You just need the books for the areas that you don't, for the segments that you don't already have books for. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I am looking forward, okay? Naomi and I, we're looking forward to having you join us January 7th. We're going to begin with a fast in that season as well. We have if you've seen any of my videos on fasting and just the breakthroughs that we've had, it has always been phenomenal. Even as I speak to you right now, Naomi and I are on a 21-day fast, which she called. We're on a 21-day fast. We're doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for 7 weeks to give us a 21 days. But it's also very significant that we're doing it for 7 weeks. And let me tell you something, in the second week already, we had a tremendous financial breakthrough, just like we had when we did the last one. In the last fasting that we did, in a matter of a couple of weeks, we had $1 million in revenue that came in to our company. Okay, and this time it's not been 1 million, but we've seen some amazing things God is doing. So we're going to begin 2023 with a fast, and the first book we're going to be working with is Radical Prayers, Radical Results, which I wrote back in 2016. All right, so anyway, looking forward to it. You'll find the links to the to register. Again, remember, it's absolutely free. You've got absolutely nothing to keep you from joining this amazing, powerful class that we're going to be doing starting January 7th. So the link will be there. Go to Eventbrite, get your ticket, pass it along, get as many people in this class as possible. We are not looking to do one of those New Year resolution things where you do it for a few days and then it doesn't work. We are dealing with the very core of the matter. We're dealing with your spiritual life, but we're also dealing with your well-being, your financial life. All right. Most Christians spend most of their lives looking for money. You might as well learn how to do it. We've established the Enrich Network, which will allow you, as a believer, to make money in real estate and in the financial services industry. I used to be a bank manager. I used to be a stockbroker. I know what I'm talking about. There are things that we've set in place that will allow you no investment, no new knowledge on your part. I know how it sounds. It sounds unbelievable, but this is how God does the things that he does. And we have testimonials to prove it. So register, and Naomi and I are looking forward to seeing you in class January 7th. It's a Saturday and we start at 10 a.m. God bless you. If you have any questions, any information at all that you need, touch base with us and we will provide that information to you. God bless you. Looking forward to seeing you in January.